In the 6th round, 2024 Cryptid and Other Creatures Thanksgiving Draft, I select from Michigan University, Tom fucking Brady. Because all he does is win, baby. You are not beating this team now. You are done for. He is just going to win no matter what.
That would be some like Tom Brady shit. Like Tom Brady would show up on this Cryptid team and somehow he could win. He would beat all the Cryptids.
Yep.
So, anything wild, crazy happened to you this week?
I got hit by a bus. Just kidding.
I'm joking. I got hit by 2 buses.
No, nothing wild and crazy this week. It's been pretty quiet, all things considered. Christmas decorating is done, except for the outside. I haven't decorated outside yet, but my inside is done.
Nice.
This is kind of early for me, but
we're caving.
It is what it is. Yeah, it's so much work to do, and then you enjoy it for like a month, and then you're just like taking it back down again. So
that's a good point. It's so funny though. A year ago, I would have despised.
Yeah, I was always an adamant wait until after Thanksgiving person
to do it.
Now I'm just like,
I refuse though to be that person who puts up lights
the day after Halloween.
Yeah, I refuse to be that person.
No, that's too soon.
But the week of Thanksgiving, I'll budge a little.
Yeah, week of Thanksgiving, we're, you know, if you're doing it like I'd say like from like the 15th, 17th ish area onward is like it's okay to kind of start putting things
start
out.
Easing it in.
Yeah,
start changing
some blankets out. Get some. Yeah,
you know that's when you're allowed to buy the sugar cookie creamer.
Yes.
Is there a gingerbread one?
Not that I've seen, but there should be. I don't know why there's not one.
That's wild.
Gingerbread, snickerdoodle, like those 2 things should be coffee creamers that you can just find.
That's crazy that they haven't released it. I know they have
but there's a lot of coffee creamer flavors that I think they should have that they just don't.
Like what?
Like toasted marshmallow should just be.
We have toasted marshmallow coffee.
You have coffee, but you don't have creamer. I'm not a big fan of flavored coffees.
That's fair.
Because then once you put the creamer in it, the flavor of the coffee is kind of
What am I tasting? Am I tasting the coffee or am I tasting the creamer?
And if you get a creamer that doesn't complement the flavor of coffee you have, then you're screwed.
A fair evaluation, I suppose.
You could have hazelnut flavored coffee and peppermint bark flavored creamer, and then that's good. That sounds disgusting. That sounds terrible.
It probably slaps. that probably slaps.
Somebody out there's like, well,
I feel attacked.
Singled me out.
You son of a bitch. We bought the Snickers creamer.
That sounds good. I had the Kit Kat one.
Yeah, we saw the Kit Kat. We saw the Snickers. Did they release the Reese's one yet? Or is that an ongoing?
Probably.
Because I haven't seen it.
I don't think
I
would like the Reese's one though.
It's the best one.
But you know, I have a love-hate relationship. Some flavors are better with certain things. Now, chocolate and peanut butter with coffee, probably pretty good. But sometimes there's like the coconut ones. I love coconut. And had the Almond Joy creamer, and that was not as good because I associate coconut with cold drinks and cold things. And whether you're a fan of coconut or not, you can't deny that, you know what I mean? Like, I think of like a frozen pina colada or something like that.
True. It's more of a tropical, a tropical.
So I was like, I really like Almond Joys, but going in my hot coffee, I was like,
that is one candy that I cannot get behind.
Is it because you don't like coconut as a texture or as a flavor or both?
Oh, wow. You've thought about this.
That's usually how the case goes. That's usually people are like, oh, I don't like those because I don't like coconut. It's like, well, why don't you like coconut? Mostly because people don't like the texture of it, which I don't really understand. But other people, I was like, I don't know how you don't like the taste of coconut, but.
I don't mind the taste of coconut. So it probably is like.
Just the texture thing.
A texture thing. Because we eat it in everything else.
Yeah.
Like, I'll make
delicious.
Coconut curry and things like that.
The Tea Emporium down in Frederick has a coconut black tea. And talk about a summertime drink. Coconut iced tea is just very good. Very good.
What? I love that place.
It's so good.
It's right behind my job.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking of the place that used to be over by Champions.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely not that place then.
There's a tea and coffee place by where Champions used to be called Baltimore Coffee Company.
Yeah, it's on East Patrick Street,
Oh, okay.
the Spice and Tea Exchange of Frederick. I believe that's what it is.
Ooh, that place. They have like little seating outside and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That place is good. They have really good red velvet cake.
Red velvet cake is an underrated food.
It really is.
I give you that.
I've been saying it for years, but people don't listen to me. They think I'm crazy.
It's another one of those things. Like, why don't you like red velvet cake? What is it about it that you don't like?
It's so
Nobody knows.
Freaking delicious. And people, that's garbage. I think you're garbage.
Yeah, you're a garbage human.
I've never had.
Now, who would win? Since this is a Shadows and Sightings podcast, we got to be a little spooky, a little paranormal. Between Angel's food cake and Devil's food cake, which one wins?
Devil's food cake. Devil's food cake.
Over on the dark side, huh?
Oh my God, yeah. What? It's not even a discussion.
There's an argument that could be made for Angel food cake.
I
it's
guess.
light, it's fluffy, it's airy.
If you suck ass, I mean, it's
is that a kink for some people? If you like the Angel's food cake, you're also sucking ass somewhere.
Like they put the cake on someone's ass and like suck it out. Is that?
Oh, jeez.
What do you mean? Like someone's cake? I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there.
I'm sure
there's people that.
If
get
that's
off.
you, I'm so sorry that somehow we stumbled onto this fetish of yours, and we're.
It's probably the same guy who likes hazelnut coffee.
Yeah. he still hasn't turned this off yet. Now he's like, God damn it.
It's like, I feel a little like you guys talking to me.
How do they know me?
No,
it's been a long time since I've had Devil's food cake, though.
When you say Devil's cake, are you talking like Betty Crocker chocolate angel or Devil's food cake?
Was it Devil's food? Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I always thought that was just normal chocolate cake. Post with class right
It's sometimes called Satan cake. Can you imagine going to the store and seeing Betty Crocker advertising Satan cake?
I bet you Bigfoot gets behind some, and he probably would appreciate.
I bet Bigfoot is like a very classic all-American apple pie guy. Like he probably makes a delicious deep dish apple pie.
What if he was the original Johnny Appleseed?
Oh, the FBI is going to show up on our doorstep again. That could be.
And he knew Paul Bunyan.
Well, of course.
They used to be neighbors.
him and the giant blue ox.
What was her name? His name? His or her?
Did it have a name?
Yeah, wasn't it like
Bessie,
Blue or
Betsy, Blue,
Baby or
Betsy.
Blue?
I don't know. Anyways, welcome to Shadows and Sightings, a paranormal podcast where we talk about all things spooky. I'm Taylor.
I'm Nick.
And we're going to talk about kind of a little bit, not so much a year in review or anything like that, but we're going to talk about some things, cryptids, hauntings, things like that we're thankful for. And maybe just some other random things here and there. Just a fun little episode here. Since we're on the topic of food, what do you think your favorite cryptids, is Bigfoot your favorite cryptid?
He wouldn't be my favorite.
We've talked about who your favorite is, but I think Nessie.
He's in the top. I'm going to say Loch Ness Monster.
It's like, what do you think they're bringing to the Thanksgiving dinner?
Nessie? Oh, easily haggis. It's just showing up with
haggis and blood pudding.
Just haggis and blood pudding.
Just
very dry biscuits.
Yeah, very dry biscuits.
I'm telling you, we're about to have our annual Christmas party, and I don't know if he'll do it this year or not, but supposedly every year, he did it last year and the year before, but every year the owner of the company will bring he'll give gift baskets, but because he's from the UK, they're filled with like just things that you would find in like the UK,
right?
Like crackers and biscuits and chocolates and stuff. So we get the basket last year, and Brittany, I think we still have stuff in the pantry, but we're sitting there like trying all these different. Some of them was really good. And they gave a jar of clotted cream. That was really good.
Clotted cream.
Clotted cream.
What the hell is that?
It's like a jar full of pasteurized like milk, almost like cream. And you're supposed to refrigerate it, but you put it on crackers and stuff and mix it with like berries and jam. And it sounds gross, but it was actually really good.
Okay.
Kind of tasteless, but
okay. All right.
but complimented by other things. It works. So, but Nessie, he's bringing haggis.
He's bringing the haggis and the blood pudding.
Blood pudding.
What's he bringing? Bringing anything to drink? Some Scottish whiskey.
No, but don't they have a specific that they're like known for? Is it rye? No.
It could be. I mean, like, I think Jameson's more like a rye whiskey. That's Irish.
I feel like Scotland, there's like a whole bunch of distilleries around.
I wonder if we have any Scottish listeners.
We had one person in the UK. I don't know if it was Scotland though.
Yeah. Well, maybe they would know.
What's Bigfoot bringing?
Bigfoot. He's bringing the turkey, a giant one, or he hunted it down.
So in your opinion, is Bigfoot like the all-American cryptid?
Yeah, to me, like Bigfoot is showing up in like jeans, the flannel. He's the one that wants to like cook everything, so he's like hosting the event. So he's got like the giant house. He's got like this big giant log cabin up in the like redwood forest or some shit. All the cryptids just show up there.
He's got his like American flag bandana on.
Yeah, yep. And he's got the turkey, he's got the mashed potatoes, he's got the stuffing and the apple pie, and everything else. He's like, just bring whatever else. And then he's always the one that gets the football game going in the backyard.
That's fair.
He also like brews his own beer.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Probably grows his own weed too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got like his
pounds of it.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a special dessert table.
Yeah, just like
all weed infused things.
This bubblegum kush right here, and this is all American.
We got pumpkin pie, and we also have pumpkin pie. Wink,
Wow,
wink.
I like to call pumpkin high. Yeah. Why are you staring at me like that, Bigfoot?
And then, of course, Mothman's bringing the pizza rolls and the Mountain Dew.
What? No, he's from West Virginia. He
that's
would
the
bring,
thing. That's what they always say. You would leave out pizza rolls and Mountain Dew for Mothman because he's from West Virginia.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes
Not
sense.
pizza. Not what you're thinking. Pizza rolls. I think they're pepperoni rolls. It's like a different thing.
The little circle, dough looking things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time I go to Sheetz, I see them there, and I'm so tempted to buy one.
Just do it.
Just to try
Just
it.
do it one day.
But before I make the purchase, though, before I take that leap, I'm immediately stopped by like 50,000 questions about this product. Do I heat it up? Do I eat it now? Do I refrigerate it afterward? Is it like do I bake it?
It's probably on the wrapper.
Is there sauce? Where's the sauce? What is the sauce? Does it come with sauce?
Probably would tell you on the wrapper again.
I
think you're just making excuses, man.
I think it is like $6 though, and I can't justify that. It's steep. That's why.
That's a lot of money.
Like I've also been having a hankering for like, remember those oatmeal pies?
Yeah, like a cream pie?
The little Debbie. Well, just, okay, like the cream pies, but.
What? It's a cream pie.
Cream pie, Swiss rolls, like all of the little Debbie stuff.
Are you a fan of the Christmas trees?
I am a fan of the Christmas trees, but I can't commit to doing it.
I can't do it either.
I can't do it.
I could have like one the whole season, like the whole year, and be fine. And never have another one.
I can't remember when's the last time I had a little Debbie's anything.
I think my mom used to put them in our stockings. Like she would get like a 6-pack or something and put one in each one of our stockings as kids.
Yeah.
So we would have that going for us. But yeah, gosh, I can't remember the last time I actually went out and just bought Little Debbie Christmas trees.
I should do it this year.
You should.
Just for old time's sake. I'm upset that I didn't get the Apple Halloween jack-o'-lantern ones.
The Pumpkin Delight.
The Pumpkin Delights.
They're not apple though. They're pumpkin.
But I'm telling you, they have
an
Apple
Apple
ones.
Delight.
They have to. I know I've had both. And honey,
they exist. I'm telling you.
It's a thing. if aliens aren't a thing, believe these things are.
The aliens come down and just you offer them the Little Debbie Apple Delights, and they just leave us alone.
It's the only way that's why we haven't been abducted yet. Haven't watched it yet. I need to, but apparently there was another hearing at Congress where a bunch of same thing as like the one was it last year where they had a couple people on there like testifying saying no, this stuff is real.
When they were trying to distract us,
something like that. I forget. And apparently there was more
like there was a UFO. It was out there. We know it.
I mean, this guy was pretty pretty specific about, and then they had a couple Navy pilots testifying there too. And they were talking, I think they were the original pilots that interacted with like the Tic Tac. Mm-hmm. They were there testifying, but the one gentleman, the main guy who was talking pretty much like the whole time, he was saying, I have seen bodies. Like, this is like
I seen it.
Yeah, pretty much. I've heard, or colleagues of mine that have told me we've recovered, biological entities at these crash sites. So there was like the new one. What is it? What is an alien bringing?
What is an alien bringing to the Thanksgiving table? Probably
some vegan shit.
It's the tofurkey.
The tofurkey, yeah, just out of this world. Like they would bring all of the things that traditionally aren't at Thanksgiving,
Right.
just out of this world, like completely foreign to the holiday.
Like sushi, calamari.
I'm actually, so you have your staples when it comes to Thanksgiving food,
Right.
but I'm completely okay with
Some non-traditional
things. Yeah. Like if somebody brought sushi, I wouldn't be upset. Like, would I question it? Maybe.
Yeah, I would.
And probably still partake in it. But an alien, yeah, like the topher.
But it would be like a holographic, like something like you would be able to like,
It's like,
it would just be able to eat endless amounts. It'd be like plankton eating the holographic meatloaf.
Yeah.
But instead you actually can taste it and you can actually, but like it never fills you up
you just taste
or something.
it.
Like
you just
yeah.
taste it. You just taste it. You question the science behind this.
Yeah.
What is happening?
It like tingles all of your senses.
You look over in the corner. He's like in the corner, like manipulating your mind.
Yeah. And then you orgasm.
I just shit myself.
Every sensation you can have all at once.
Oh my God.
Just from eating this holographic cranberry sauce.
That's why we don't invite him back anymore. I don't understand how he didn't get the message. He bring one dish.
And he did.
Homemade.
No holographic stuff.
All natural ingredients.
Well, I don't know about all natural ingredients. Have you seen like the argument people are like going around? I know a couple people posted it, but it's like the picture of the cranberry sauce. It's like homemade and like fresh and stuff like that. And then there's the cranberry sauce that's like straight up out the can. It still has the can ridges and like it's just a solid block of. And they're like, don't even bring this shit to the left of the homemade stuff. We don't want that. We want this. We want the canned cranberry sauce with the ridges still in it. It's like there's no natural ingredients in that stuff. So,
Oh no, that's all preservatives.
Sugars.
It's not even. You want to know the secret? This is just regular Jello.
Right.
We put color dye in it,
Right.
and we inject it with sugar.
With cranberry flavoring.
Yeah, literally, that's all this
is.
Not a single cranberry.
This shit will last you forever.
Not a single cranberry.
Not a cranberry was harmed in the making of this product.
Exists in this can. We've been making it the same way for 60 years.
Oh, never gonna change.
It's crazy how the industry of processed food is where it is today.
Soiled people's minds to think that that's the better kind of cranberry sauce. Or?
Well, no, I mean, back in the day, I mean, obviously we have like the FDA and stuff now, and like there's standards in place that are
For now,
attempting
it's all
to
getting revamped.
Yeah, attempting to keep us somewhat safe.
Kind of. That's very loose.
Very, like, yeah, I mean, exactly. We'll just say for now that there's a set of
There's some fail safes
in place
to make sure you're not eating sand.
like shit. Yeah, exactly.
That's the bare minimum.
But prior to those rules being in place, back in the day, it was like the Wild West back in like the food pack. There's a book by Upton Sinclair called The Jungle. It was written like way back in like the 1920s or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of political, but if you like put the politics aside and just like look at like what it is, yeah. It's a story about an immigrant coming to the United States and his family, and he gets a job in the meat packaging industry in Chicago, mm-hmm. and the food standards are just awful.
Like non-existent.
Yeah. It's like, it talks about people shaving the meat and stuff, and their fingers get cut, and like whole thumbs are just being thumbs are just being like canned inside this canned meat, and then just being sent off. There's people who like fall in the boilers, and instead of like fishing them out, they just let them cook.
God.
And then package like,
oh my God.
Yeah, but Upton Sinclair, who wrote it at the time, he wrote it as, well, partially a political thing, but also to kind of shed light on,
right?
Like, hey, maybe we should kind of do something about it, because nobody was paying attention.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine like back in the day, just like getting a 8-pack of hot dogs?
It's like
one of those hot dogs.
This is a really precarious
Honey,
hot dog.
What kind of sausages did you say you got again? Kunzler, dear. They're Kunzlers. Kunzler. Isn't that the fella down the street? I say, I think his dick's in here.
Yeah, just like off the wall shit. It's a great read. It's a very heavy read though. It's 1,000-something pages, but if you can get through it,
right.
It was, yeah, and then it just gets more and more depressing because it's written during the
Great Depression.
The Great Depression. Yeah,
It's probably going to be a depressing read if it's in the literal Depression era.
Yeah. Alien. He's bringing holographic meatloaf
and blue milk,
like the Star Wars blue milk. I'd probably try that. I'd try the blue milk.
Would you? I would have tried it if I never would have seen The Last Jedi, where I seen where they came from or where it came from.
That's true.
And
Luke was just sucking that teat. Just
unpasteurized too. Like, my God, just straight up.
It's like, you're desperate.
That was an unhinged individual. If I ever saw a man walk up just straight up to a random animal, like it could have been a cow, I guess, and just squirted the milk into their mouth, that person is not okay.
Like, that man's not sane. Imagine this is the man that's going to teach you how to defeat.
This man is supposed to save the universe. Here he is, raw dog in a teat, off of an alien creature you've never seen before.
I don't think I'm in the right place. Are you
Luke Skywalker? What about a ghost? What would a ghost bring to the Thanksgiving party?
It'd be a precarious looking bowl full of goo.
Okay.
And clearly we know it's ectoplasm.
Right.
But he's probably, or he or she are probably telling you it's banana pudding.
So ghost splooge is going to be the banana pudding.
But they're ghosts. So in their mind, it actually is a bowl of like banana pudding.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
But
I see
to
what you're
us
saying.
though,
okay.
Like
it's not even there.
It's not even there. Yeah, exactly. So and every year it's like something different. No, this is like,
and they put a lot of thought and effort into it every single year.
They cook it. They give it the whole. Yeah. They're in their little ghost kitchen.
Like they're on Pinterest or whatever.
Oh yeah,
nonstop for like 2 months leading up to the Thanksgiving
event.
Down,
and they're imagining how perfect this is going to be.
Growing their own herbs and vegetables.
Yeah, yep. I've been growing this yeast ferment for this bread for going on 8 months. I put so much time and effort into this. Here it is.
This is going to be the greatest bread that you've ever had. I cannot wait for you to try it.
Oh man.
Cooked it. I braised it with a little bit of butter, a little thyme, a little olive oil.
Oh wow.
It's just going to be fantastic. I cannot wait for you to try it.
You did this, Casper? That's crazy.
I did. I know.
And then it's a bowl.
All right. See you guys later. And then you get out there and he brings it and he's like, all right, guys, here it is. And nobody even pays attention because they can't see him.
It's the or that's like the other situation. They can't see him, so he's walking around or floating around, and where the fuck goes to. And then
the Snallygaster bumps into him, knocks it all over.
Just like,
oh, sorry, man, I didn't see you there. What the fuck does that mean?
He's offended. He's like, you son of a bitch.
They gotta like break him up.
Yeah. And just like a feud just like breaks out. Like, yeah, that's what it'd be. And then the awkward Thanksgiving dinner is like the tension's there.
Yeah. Who has the most tension? Who's the one that first starts talking politics at the
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like that's what it is.
Who's the first cryptid or who's the first thing to start talking politics? We could invite any mythical creatures, any cryptids, anything. I'm thinking I'm gonna throw my hat in the vampire ring. I think the vampires are gonna start some shit.
Vampires and werewolves show up.
Yeah. It's just like, who the fuck invited this guy?
Yeah. I thought this was a formal Thanksgiving dinner, but then I saw they invited you guys here. It's like, you guys have no class. Just say. No decency.
That'd be rich coming from a werewolf talking to vampires saying they have no class.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Just like throwing fuel on the fire or whatever. And yeah, it probably would be.
The vampires are just like, yeah, I was there for the first Thanksgiving.
It's like, yeah, we know. You tell us about it every single year.
Thanks, Count.
Yeah, I don't really like your attitude right there, werewolf. Yeah, I could see that. That would be just the energy that would be there.
Those two were actually like the one werewolf and the one vampire were at the first Thanksgiving. And they were just like off in the woods watching it from a distance. And they both have very different recollections of how it went down. And every year they fight about what happened.
It's like, there was a healthy exchange. It was a bloodbath.
Yeah, one of them's on like the Indian side and one of them's on the Pilgrim side.
Yeah.
The vampire's definitely on the Pilgrim side because he came with them on the Mayflower.
Yeah. He was one of the original.
Yeah, and then the werewolf is like a spirit guide or spirit animal of one of the original Native Americans.
He's been here the whole time. Yeah. Does not like the vampire.
Just fucking hates them.
Yeah.
Just fucking hates
them. The feud's there. The feud, yeah.
Man, that would be awesome. That'd be a great story. That'd be a great movie.
Like a black comedy or comedic or yeah, I could see that. Okay, so we've got Bigfoot, aliens, Mothman, ghosts, Nessie, werewolves,
vampire, werewolf.
Who else is showing up to this Thanksgiving dinner? Who would get invited, continues to get invited every year, responds that they're going to go, but never show up?
Ooh, that's a good one. I feel like the obvious answer would have been the ghost.
Or Bigfoot.
Yeah, or Bigfoot. But they're already Bigfoot hosts.
But he's the host.
And the ghost is very enthusiastic about going. Never gets invited to anything, so he's always there.
He just shows up with the anxious energy of, please accept me.
Maybe like the abominable snowman.
I was going to say the Yeti.
The Yeti.
Bigfoot's
like they're a strange cousin. Yeah, exactly.
Cousin.
No, okay. Here's what that is. You ever seen Christmas Vacation?
Yeah.
He's like the Uncle Eddie to Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
The Yeti is he just shows up uninvited as the most unhinged, like redneck ass uncle.
Just hates him, just dresses the energy that he shows up with. Just sends Bigfoot through the roof.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I've spent a lot of time this year. A new recipe. What the
just kicks the door down. He brings in like handfuls of fast food. He's got like Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut, McDonald's.
He walks over the table, pushes the turkey on the table, just like sticks the bags on the Bigfoot.
I brought dinner.
What's up, Squatch? How you doing?
Somehow he's way bigger than the Sasquatch is.
Oh yeah, he's huge. He's huge.
Bigfoot's like 9 foot tall. He's like 12.
He's like 13 feet.
He gives him like a big noogie. Yeah. Just fucking kid brothers him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. So who gets invited but doesn't show up? It's got to be like a hoity-toity cryptid, like the Flatwoods Monster. I could see.
Oh, the
being
diva.
like being like a queen, or like shows up and judges everybody.
Of course,
when he or she is there.
Of course, Flatwoods is the gossiper.
What if the Flatwoods Monster is like the really judgy mom? Like like how there's always in those movies,
just picks apart.
Everything
the
like
turkey.
You ever watch Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yeah,
like the Marie.
Yeah,
the Marie Barode.
Yeah.
Just nothing is good except for the stuff she brought.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, you call this a turkey? Ugh.
You didn't even season it properly, dear. What?
Why are you calling me dear? I don't know you.
Did you let it cook for the allotted time?
Yeah.
Because it seems a little dry.
Yeah. Like your attitude.
Is that any way to talk to somebody?
You weren't even invited. And by the end of it, Bigfoot, he's all enthusiastic about it
every year.
Yeah. And by the end of it, he's like, y'all get the fuck out of here.
That's why he goes into hiding.
To decompress from.
He's like, this is the year I'm going to have this Thanksgiving and then I'm going to reveal myself to the world if this all goes well.
And it never goes well. So I guess we're going hiding.
Every year, some shit happens.
And then it's like, this is on you fuckers. Okay.
The Yeti gets into a snowball fight with the Fresno Nightcrawler, just sends him to the hospital. Roughhouse is way too hard. Breaks the table.
He runs out the door and it's like the silhouette of Bigfoot walking.
Yeah.
It's like the imprint from him flying out the way. I feel like the Chupacabra would be the one where he always is invited, but never shows up.
Yeah.
And on the rare occasion that he does show up, it's just
a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Because literally, yeah. Him and the vampires get along.
Yeah, they're cool.
Very well.
They're cool.
they're like the cousins that walk outside, take a walk, quote unquote, outside, just to go get high.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we'll be back. We're just gonna go take a walk real quick, and and then they come back and they're just like
blitzed,
blood running down the mouth.
That's why his eyes are always red.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just freaking lit. Oh my gosh. Or Lurk could be the host.
He could be.
Lurk would be the host.
Yeah.
And all of the cryptids, it's just chaos.
Yeah.
It's a fucking circus.
I like it.
Lurk would be the host. He's carving the purple turkey.
Yeah.
The cryptid purple turkey.
Yeah. Is there a turkey cryptid? A turcryptid?
I don't know. I mean,
like the turducken? You know what the turducken is, right?
I mean, that is a cryptid. That's a fucking
That's what
cryptid.
I was thinking, yeah. It's a duck and a turkey and a chicken, all in some weird amalgamation.
Have you ever had it?
No. I'm afraid. Like John Madden swore by those things, but it seems like too much.
So it's
a chicken stuffed inside a duck inside of the turkey. And why you felt the need to stuff 3 birds?
Who was the psychopath that was, you know what we're going
Probably
to do?
some New Orleans chef.
It probably was a fancy chef. Yeah. And it just caught on.
Like 3 different. Yeah. I don't know.
For sure. I tried.
Now, is the turkey at this Thanksgiving, is it a traditional roasted turkey? Or do you think one of our cryptid pals is going to try to take the turkey outside and fry it? And then like it explodes. Like you always see the videos where the grease goes everywhere and the big fire rages, that's the best way to have the turkey.
Have you ever had deep fried turkey?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so good.
Wonder if there's anywhere we can try deep fried turkey.
I'm sure that you can. I think places sell it. I think like Popeye sells them.
I saw that they are doing something this year. Yeah. About.
I think you just call them and be like, yeah, I want to get a turkey. And it's like a Cajun fried turkey.
Well, it's probably like $50 though, right?
If it's a whole ass turkey, I mean, that's the running price for turkeys more or less anyway. If it's already prepared and all you got to do is heat it up.
I'd try it.
I feel like it'd probably be cheaper to just get the thing to fry it in.
I'm just like terrified of.
Well, as long as it's not frozen still, that's what people do.
Causes it. Yeah, it's not thawed all the way.
So the water goes everywhere, and that's how the grease catches on fire. Yeah. But you do it like out front in your driveway, and you'll be fine.
That's true. It takes a while for a turkey to thaw too.
Yeah. Get those turkey. If you haven't got your turkey out to thaw now, you are screwed. You are screwed.
I'm cooking it this year for the first time, and
I hope you've had it out for like a week.
I've had it out since, what's today, Monday? We got it Saturday.
Okay.
So
it should be okay by Thanksgiving then.
It's a smaller turkey,
okay.
15 pound.
That's not bad.
I'm going to spatchcock it. Is that the right term? Spatch? It's where you cut the spine out. You fillet the legs when you like break the spine and push it down so it flattens it.
Okay.
And that's how you roast it. It's always the traditional way of, you always see.
Yeah.
And like Dr. Seuss or whatever, all those little cartoons where they cook them like and they're barbecuing them or whatever.
Right.
It's like flatten it out.
I
think it's called spatchcocking, I'm pretty sure.
If not, that should be the next cousin of Sasquatch.
The spatchcock? Le spatchcock. Yeah. Spatchcock.
The Sasquatch, spatchcocking, a turducken.
Oh my God.
All right. So we've covered who's going to be at this Thanksgiving party. There's probably still more that we could bring in. But who is playing, draft your team for the football game after the dinner's over. We'll do like a draft. We'll do like 4 draft picks. First, second, third, fourth pick. You take your first one and I'll take one.
Any position?
Yeah, you're just drafting the players.
Okay.
You can say which position you want on the play.
I'm going to grab the Yeti.
We'll do 6.
Okay. I'm going to grab the Yeti.
Okay. You get then it's going to be my turn. So you got the Yeti. Which position are you playing?
I got the Yeti. He's my quarterback.
The Yeti's your quarterback.
Because he's tall as mess.
Okay.
If he's not a quarterback, he's going to be...
No. You have it now.
I'm saying if he's not a quarterback, he's going to be a tight end or a defensive end.
Okay.
Actually, we'll do defensive end.
Because you already said quarterback. Then they're going to play... he could be quarterback and defensive end because they're going to play both sides.
Okay.
They're going to play both defense and offense.
Okay, then that works. You can't have flying cryptids.
You didn't say that.
That's a quarterback.
Well, because Mothman's going to be my first round pick. You knew it was going to be my first round pick.
Of course.
What's he going to be? Okay, if he can't be quarterback, then I'll put him at wide receiver.
I'm just
He's
saying.
just gonna fly above everybody.
No, we can't do that.
He's gonna fly up and just moss people.
All right. So he's your
First round pick, Mothman.
all right.
With the first overall pick in the 2024 Thanksgiving Cryptid Draft. What's your team name? We gotta have a team name. I'm the Spatchcocks.
The West Virginia Spatchcocks. I'm gonna be the New Orleans Illuminati.
Okay, that's pretty badass, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Or we could do the California. No, I'm gonna stick with the New Orleans Illuminati.
Salem Witches.
Salem Witches. That'd be cool.
Or the Gettysburg Ghosts.
That's like that's
2 on the nose.
That's 2 on the nose. I mean, Salem Witches is kind of
it's very on the nose.
Yeah. So Mothman's your first round pick.
Yep.
All right. For my second round pick, I'm gonna go with the Wendigo.
Wow.
We're out for blood.
Big move there.
We're out for blood.
I'd say.
Second draft pick, Wendigo.
Wow.
South Carolina, Midwestern University. Hingle McCringleberry.
So you got some big boys. So I gotta beef up a little bit too. I think I'm gonna go with my second overall pick in the 2024 Thanksgiving Cryptid Draft. I'm going with the Snallygaster. He's big. He's mean. He can fly. He can paralyze people with his tongue tentacles. He is pretty much he's going to be like the Taysom Hill on my team. He's going to be everything. He can run. He can catch. He's the jack of all trade. Nothing but upside with that kid. Snallygaster.
Snallygaster, Oklahoma University.
Maryland University. Go Terps. Like the college. Mothman is definitely WVU.
Yeah, Mothman, WVU. All right, my next round pick, I'm gonna go with the Lizard Man.
Okay, who's the Lizard Man?
You know who the Lizard Man is?
I don't think so.
Lizard Man, he's in Florida. He kind of shows up in the 80s. I forget the kid's name, but he was in some back road in Florida somewhere. His tire popped, so he pulls over to the side of the road to fix the tire. He gets the tire back on, but then he hears something like approaching him behind him. Mm-hmm. Turns around, he sees this lizard-esque man, 7-8 feet tall,
like the lizard from Spider-Man.
Essentially, yeah, but not as like beefy, more kind of scraggly looking.
Okay,
with red eyes, and this thing is like just snarling at him. Or whatever. The dude's like, "Fuck this!" Hightails it out of there. Gets in his car, speeds off. The thing proceeds to chase after him, though, and actually jumps on the roof of the car. So this kid's like driving this car in backwoods Florida with this lizard thing. Like,
I think I have heard of this now that you're talking about it. I think I have heard of it.
And it swerves and the thing falls off. But it got national attention though, and they investigated it and they were treating it like the kid actually saw it, because at first they were like, well, it could have been like a hoax or whatever, but the cops that were interviewing the kid, they felt this kid like saw something, like something scared the shit out of this kid. Like, I don't think he was making it up. He had no reason to. I mean, of course, there's always this skepticism, well, the publicity and that kind of thing. But so I would pick Lizard Man just because he would be, I think, a force to be reckoned with.
So a tall, slender, straggly, hobo-ass lizard is your pick.
I'd say he's a hobo. He was tight end, Florida State University.
Sounds more like a wide receiver.
Receiver, yeah, just a wide receiver. FSU,
yeah. Florida State Seminoles. All right. So you got the Yeti. You've got the
Yeti was a foreign exchange student at USC.
Yeah, there you
go. Living with his cousin,
like Oregon,
or Oregon. Yeah.
Okay, who was your second?
Wendigo
from he's from like he's like fucking like Montana University.
I'll say like Oklahoma City.
Yeah. All right, I guess I'm just gonna go straight up. So I got Mothman, I got Snallygaster. Probably use some speed, but I could probably also use.
You have speed. You have the Snallygaster. You have Mothman.
I think I'm gonna go Bigfoot. I'm gonna match up with the Yeti. I'm gonna match him up. Bigfoot, Alabama University. Because everybody goes to fucking Alabama. What would he, like 8'9", 328 pounds.
Alabama University. Alabama.
He's going to be a lineman for me.
You can be your tackle?
Yeah.
He has to be a tackle.
Yeah. He's protecting.
Plays nose guard.
Yeah. He's the center.
Center.
Yeah.
All right, who else is on my crew? I imagine the football field, the playing field,
is humongous.
Huge and all terrain.
It's like all terrain. Yeah.
All terrain.
I could see. Okay. I like that. It's like a Smash Brothers level.
It's basically, yeah. So there's parts of it that are
submerged.
Oh,
you know what would be like a good, it's like, you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses? It's it's like a very deep cut, very deep pool, but it's a huge playing field and you can actually put cards down to adjust the terrain as you go through it. So
okay.
Kind of like something like that.
Basically, yes. All powered by the amazing Merlin.
And the aliens that brought the holographic meatloaf.
An illusion casted by Merlin and the aliens. I'm gonna go with I need speed. I need some speed. Who's a fast motherfucker? I'm gonna go with Turbo Granny. As my 5th round pick.
Turbo Granny?
Turbo Granny, foreign exchange
what the
student.
Turbo Granny?
From Turbo Granny is a yokai, like a demon in Japanese folklore.
Okay. All right.
Who legit is like Flash level speed.
All right. Okay.
And her whole thing is, I mean, it depends on like different versions of like how you like look her up and stuff. But yeah, she can run really, really fast. And I think she would be a
force to be reckoned with for sure. Hard to cover.
Would I make her my running back? No, I'd make her she'd be a wide receiver. So I have 2 wide receivers. And now I need a running back who could also be my linebacker. All right, go.
All right. The 2024 Thanksgiving Cryptid Draft. The West Virginia Snatchcocks. Snatchcock.
Whoa.
Select.
Whoa.
This is going to be a 2-part draft. This is a 2-part pick.
What does that mean?
I'm selecting the Jersey Devil with the ghost of Napoleon Bonaparte's brother with his cannon.
Okay.
Riding the Jersey Devil.
Okay. Okay. How the fuck does that work?
They're eternally bonded. You pick one, you got to get them both.
Okay. So, what position is he playing?
Who fucking cares? He's got a cannon. And then the Jersey Devil is going to be, he's going to be inside linebacker. He's just blitzing every play.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Blood curdling scream is just paralyzing your whole squad.
Oh my God.
Turbo Granny has been nullified. She is frozen in place with a paralyzing screech.
Can't catch her. You gotta catch her first.
It's at the line of scrimmage, man. That's a pre-snap screech. No rules against that.
All right, fine. Then for my 6th round pick, I'm gonna go with the Schnellgeist. The inspiration behind the Schnellgeist.
That's cheap. That's cheap.
Oh, no.
That's a low blow.
Oh, no. That's a low blow. That is fair game. Can't see him.
Okay.
All Can't hear him. But you know he was there because you see the gust of wind. And you see all the shit like.
I didn't think we were able to take ghosts.
What?
I didn't think we were taking. I don't know. I just didn't think.
Okay. With the Napoleon Bonaparte's brother.
Because that's a soul bond. You get one, you get the other.
It's still a ghost. It's still a spirit.
Okay, fine. You get the Schnellgeist.
That Schnellgeist will fuck things up.
All right. That's your last pick. All right. My last pick in the 6th round, 2024 Cryptid and Other Creatures Thanksgiving Draft. I select from Michigan University, Tom fucking Brady. Because all he does is win, baby. You are not beating this team now. You are done for. He is just going to win no matter what.
That would be some like Tom Brady shit. Like Tom Brady would show up on this Cryptid team and somehow he could win. He would beat all the Cryptids.
Yep.
And take all 15 Super Bowls.
He's ultra competitive. Does not lose.
It's like, I think you lost. I didn't lose because of Tom Brady.
Didn't lose it. That's good stuff.
But Tom Brady's not a Cryptid.
Hey.
But it's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady does what Tom Brady
He's a mythological
wants.
creature.
He is. He really is a legend. out of this world. He could be a freaking alien.
So I got Mothman, Snallygaster, Jersey Devil. Or wait, who's my third round pick? Fuck, I forgot who I said.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. That's it. Bigfoot, Jersey Devil, and Napoleon Bonaparte's brother. Fifth round pick was. Do we only do five picks?
Maybe we only did 5.
All right. Well, let's wrap this episode up. What are you thankful for this podcast and the things we talk about? Anything specific?
I'm just thankful for all the shenanigans. I'm thankful for all of the nonsense that comes from just the banter, and it is a cool opportunity though to explore new cryptids and uncover new things that I didn't even know were out there.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm just having a good time. What about you?
Thankful for the listeners. They continue to listen to this show and keep making it what it is. Also, same as you, digging into some of these things and finding out new facts about stuff and having new perspectives and new takes on old tales that I have known about, but have never really learned about, I guess would be the right way to phrase it. But super thankful for all the opportunities that come with researching all this stuff.
I'm looking forward to our show in December where we're going to start looking at some of the Christmassy. I'm so pumped for Krampus.
You have been talking about it for a while.
Krampus he's just such a cool myth, folk tale, cryptid.
Yeah. His naughty children sack.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of him.
Oh, he has to.
Yeah.
He slings them over their back and they probably get loud and obnoxious. Oh, yeah. He's got like a southern bayou.
Well, even though he's German?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. He's just so mysterious.
I'm surprised you didn't pick Krampus on your team.
I thought about it, but I think that might be OP because he's essentially a demon.
Yeah, well, I would have just picked Santa Claus.
He's not a cryptid.
How the fuck you know? You don't know his life.
That's true. Santa could be an alien or something.
Don't be so closed-minded.
I should have picked Elon Musk. Because Elon is a 3,000-year-old time-traveling vampire alien.
It's true.
In case you didn't know.
I did.
So, damn it.
Let us know in the comments who do you think whose team would win.
Or if you have any suggestions, what is your draft pick? What is your
who's your all-star cryptid team for Thanksgiving football?
Yeah.
But
it'd be interesting to hear.
So I think that'll do it for this episode of Shadows and Sightings. As usual, you can find us on Instagram, Shadows and Sightings Pod, Facebook, Shadows and Sightings, a paranormal podcast, or send us an email, shadowsandsightings@gmail.com. And we thank you guys again during this time of Thanksgiving. Thank you for listening to our show, and thank you for supporting us. We're just going to keep rolling into the holiday season, so we hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. We'll catch y'all next time when we talk about all things spooky.